The zombie apocalypse came. Because I slept too much during the day. I woke up in the middle of the night. I discovered the truth before anyone else. Overnight. The world has changed. My name is Bai Zenzin. Now I'm furious. So, because my third aunt's cousin gave birth. But I was only surprised. I originally planned to go home and surprise my parents. You all went to the wedding banquet. Why didn't I know about this? Hearing the hustle and bustle on the other end of the phone. But why didn't you tell me? I was standing at the door with many bags. There should be quite a few people. After all, the birth of a child is a big deal, and the security door at the door were silent. Aren't you out of town? So I didn't tell you. Okay, just open the door yourself if you find the key. Your dad and I will be back the day after tomorrow. You came without telling me. Hang up, don't wait for me to say anything. There was only a beeping sound on the phone. Call me. Hanging up, Mom is already here. I've even taken a leave. Can I go back? Looking at the big and small bags in the living room, I couldn't even smile bitterly. The original surprise was ruined. But life still goes on, doesn't it? Just say. How should I deal with the things I ordered online? Just then, the doorbell rang. My Hi G song delivery arrived. I just finished dealing with the delivery. I saw that Duoduo Fresh was delivered to the community and told me to pick it up quickly. Damn it, I went down to get the food. I also picked up 2 packages because I just moved to a new home. To be honest, I'm really not familiar with this community. I took a lot of detours to get things. I was exhausted when I got home. My current home is still an old community, but it has elevators. As I'm getting older, a house with an elevator is always better. That's why I bought a car. Of course, it's also because old communities are cheaper. Buying early is cheaper. I collapsed on the sofa again. This time I'm really exhausted. I drove all morning. But I didn't even have a sip of hot water. I also need to pick up the package. I was already feeling miserable when the truth often hits you hard. There's no food at home. To be exact, there is no cooked food to eat directly. That's right, we all went to the banquet. Why cook? At this moment, I'm not only sad, but my eyes are also sore. To express my unhappiness, I went out and had a big meal first. And bought a lot of snacks that I usually dare not eat. Or snacks that I'm not allowed to eat at home. Just say I'm rebellious. Buying things is the best way to cure unhappiness. I felt much better after getting home. I saw that there was no new message on WeChat. It's okay if you don't tell me. Now I know. I should at least send a video or photo. Thinking of this, my anger flared up again. Never mind, I'll go to sleep, whatever happens. I pulled all the curtains. Locked both doors. I put on noise-canceling earplugs and a steam eye mask. Turn on the phone to mute. From now on, even if it's the end of the world, no one can disturb my sleep. Then I successfully missed the community's isolation notice, the property's door-to-door inspection, and missed the nucleic acid testing and material collection. I was woken up by the urge to urinate. Although I'm a fairy. But I still need to eat, drink, and use the bathroom. After satisfying my physiological needs, I opened my phone and saw. It's 3 a.m. I slept for 12 hours. No wonder I'm so energetic now. As a night owl who practices cultivation, if it were before, I would definitely go out and have fun with friends. But now I'm back in my hometown. There aren't so many entertainment venues in the county. Not to mention our community. And most of them are elderly people. It's already dark early. I opened a can of Coke. I opened a crack in the curtain. Ready to be literary. Standing by the railing, looking at the drizzling rain. I don't understand. I'm being literary. Looking around, I saw the gates of the community were blocked. Because the community is relatively large, I couldn't see the other gates. But the gate was blocked. They probably won't be left. What's going on? Why did it suddenly go crazy? The epidemic has rebounded. With confusion, I turned on my phone that I muted. When I saw the community announcement, I was even more speechless. Oh my god. I not only slept through the quarantine information, but also missed the opportunity to receive supplies. I'm not unfamiliar with quarantine. In the past few years when the epidemic was rampant, quarantine was a common occurrence. I spent my college years in quarantine. Even now, every now and then, I can still hear news of lockdowns. Although I'm calm. But I'm still a little depressed. I finally have a vacation. Not only can't go anywhere, but I was also quarantined at home, and no one at home. Who can I complain to? By the way, I can't work until the quarantine is over. I'm not sure if I'll get paid this month. Thinking about it makes me even more depressed. The more I think, the more I can't sleep, so I dragged a recliner over. I lay down and looked at the streetlights outside. It's a dark night. Only the streetlights were with me. Just then, I saw a few people walking on the road. There were no cars at night, and they shouldn't walk in the middle. I saw people staggering on the road and seemed drunk. I was complaining. Several police cars drove over. A pair of fully armed police officers got off. Just as I thought those people were going to be arrested, something unexpected happened. Damn, they dared to attack the police. How much did they drink? I saw the originally staggering people. When they saw the police, they suddenly pounced on them. Their movements were incredibly agile, just like the stunts on TV. Although the police were in the majority, but some were still knocked down. Then it was a melee. The police are well equipped. Currently has the upper hand. But the other side seems to have special skills. And not afraid of pain. After being kicked away, they got up and continued. As a common problem of Chinese people, the first reaction to seeing excitement is to take photos. But I was cautious. I think they are performing some secret mission. In order not to cause unnecessary trouble, I hid behind the curtain and recorded quietly. In case these people want to extort money later, I'll show the video to prove they attacked the police first. I muttered to myself. I recorded with great interest, because the phone's pixels are quite high. I saw from the phone. I could see more clearly than directly from the window. While watching, I noticed something was wrong. I noticed something was wrong with these stuntmen. I saw their faces turn green. And bulging blood vessels. And their movements seemed to be stiff with distortion. I seemed to have seen this somewhere. Just as I was still thinking, I saw a stuntman knocked off the police officer's helmet and then bit the officer's neck. Blood gushed out. And my phone fell on the recliner. I was scared to death. I remembered. I've seen this scene in a movie. In a post-apocalyptic zombie movie. Is this really the end of the world? It's not that I was drunk. It was a zombie, and I endured my fear to continue peeking. I saw the end. The stuntmen were thrown into a black car. The reason why they used stones. Because they weren't fully inside. The convoy left. A water truck came and washed the ground clean. Everything seemed as if nothing had happened. Cars came and went. Everything was so quiet. There was no trace left. But I know. What just happened was not a dream. Because all the process is still in my phone. I think my face must be not good now. My hands are shaking. And my legs can't exert strength. I want to stand up. But I failed several times. What's the end of the world? I kept thinking in my head. And many questions were echoing in my mind. My brain felt like it was about to split. I know I should call now. To inform my relatives and friends. To prepare, but it's 3 a.m. Who would believe it? Plus the scene just now. It was obviously still in a state of secrecy. The country has always been very supportive. Maybe it's not a zombie. But a different form of rabies. Or a lunatic from a mental hospital. Although, I kept making excuses for what I just saw. But the trembling hands. I still couldn't help searching for zombies online. Messages about the end of the world. But obviously, all I found were novels, movies, or various jokes. Ha ha ha. There is no useful clue at all. Obviously, everyone is still in a happy era. And there's no sign of ignoring it. Occasionally, there are just complaints. Somewhere is crazy, and the epidemic. Obviously, they are all used to it. Just when I thought I couldn't find any useful information, I suddenly came across a video that caught my attention. The signal frozen for 45,000 years. The signal virus was resurrected by scientists. This is the oldest ancient virus known so far. For such small jokes, I used to watch them. I always joked about it to find some fun. But this one I saw today made me particularly frightened. Because at the end, the poster wrote a few words. Due to a laboratory error, the virus leaked. It may cause certain spread or be fine. It's not like a popular post or a joke, but more like a suicide note. Sure enough, when I wanted to watch it again, the video was gone, and I couldn't find it on the whole network. My heart is even colder now. Although I said that, I didn't believe it and was looking for evidence to deny him. But I had a terrifying thought in my heart. What he said is true. In an instant, countless movies and novels flashed through my mind. Pictures of zombies chasing and biting people, covered in blood. Although the final outcome is the victory of the protagonist. But I know very well, I wouldn't be the protagonist. I have no survival skills, and I'm physically weak. If I really go out, I would be the first to be eaten. What's more, the community is sealed. I can't get out at all. Wait, right? Our community is under lockdown. Our country is different from theirs. Even if it's really the end of the world, the country will not let it go. Think of SARS in the past, and the new type of pneumonia. What if? What if the end of the world is really full of zombies? Thinking of this, I finally decided not to wait for death. Even if I trust the country, I still need to prepare for both situations. First, whether it is a real end of the world. I should tell my parents first. Even if it's not. But the lockdown is real. There must be some other virus or epidemic. It's right to protect yourself and not run around. So, before 4 o'clock in the morning, I called my mom. It's really rude to disturb them in the middle of the night. But it's not the time to think about that. I don't care about that. The first time, no one answered. I kept calling. The second time, it rang a few times and then answered. What's wrong, in the middle of the night? What happened? I heard my mom's anxious voice on the phone. I could have held back my tears. And my tears flowed down. Mom, I want to tell you. Everything I say is true. You must remember. Remember, I choked up as soon as I started speaking. I couldn't hold back. You said calling at midnight. It must be something big. Don't be afraid. Mom, speak slowly. I heard a hurried sound over there. As if you were going out. Mom, don't go out. Don't go out. The community has been sealed off. Where are you now? Is it at your uncle's? At your grandma's house? The community is sealed. Is there an epidemic? Don't worry, I just ground flour before. There are vegetables in the fridge. It's just quarantine, it'll be over in a few days. I thought it was something serious. It scared me. Your dad is getting dressed to come back. Mom over there was relieved to hear it was just quarantine. She was relieved. Obviously, they were scared by my crying on the phone at midnight. It's not just about quarantine, Mom. I saw zombies. The kind that eats people in the movies. This is not just a quarantine. You believe me. You and Dad, you need to reinforce the door and other things now. Don't go out. I'll close the door too. Exactly. Woo. Mom, do you think we will be extinct? I'm devastated. Because of fear. I even had to lower my voice when crying. Don't cry, have you watched too many movies? How could there be such a thing? Why don't your dad and I go back? Don't come back, don't go out. Trust me, I took a video. I sent it. I quickly sent the video to you. Within a few minutes after sending the video, my account was banned. Seeing this scene, my parents believed it. Don't worry, I'll see. Close the door. We didn't remove the security door left by the previous owner. This kind of door has bolts on both top and bottom. You can plug it in first. This kind of bolt can't be opened from the outside. It's safe. This is my dad's voice. There's also food. Senzin, you have to learn to do things by yourself. You can eat the food at home for 2 months. Your dad and I can't go back outside. Be good. Don't be afraid, our country is reliable. There won't be a big problem. This is my mother's advice. I'm not worried about food. I'm really worried about them. I'm fine, how about you? Don't go out. And don't let anyone in. Do you have enough to eat? I'm at least in a restaurant. As long as the door is locked, no one can come in. But they live in a rural bungalow. If something happens, it's them who are in danger. You don't have to worry about this side. Grandma just harvested cabbages. And there's more food. You don't know if you haven't been here. The roof of your grandma's house has just been covered with a stainless steel cover, so nothing can get in. Just take care of yourself. We'll go back when the lockdown is lifted. Don't go out before we go back. On the phone, Dad and Mom are still emphasizing the precautions. From food and clothing to safety. They are meticulous. After all, no one can predict the future. It's too late to prepare now. We can only maximize the use of existing resources. After hanging up, I wiped my face. I'm going to lock the door first. After all, safety comes first. But when I reached the door, I suddenly thought of something. I seem to have only a kitchen knife. There is nothing to defend myself. I'm wrapped up like a zombie now. Yes, I'm out. Because there was no self-defense weapon at home, I'm really worried. After thinking about it, I still decided to take a risk. At 4 a.m., even the old men who do morning exercises have not come out yet. It should be safe to go out now. I also thought about whether zombies would suddenly attack me. Or some strange neighbors suddenly appear. So I put on my hip knife. And sneaked into the elevator. Because it's an old community, there are no cameras in our elevator. My neighbor is an elderly couple. And they don't have cameras or smart locks outside. So I shouldn't be seen when I go out. I came to the first floor with fear. I remembered there was a fire axe in the fire cabinet. Because this cabinet is usually not locked. Only sealed with a seal. So I carefully tore the seal open. It was still there. Not only that, there were also two fire extinguishers. I took the axe and the fire extinguisher into the elevator. And then sealed the tape. I'm not sure if there's a camera on the first floor, but I wrapped them like this. Even if someone checks later, it's hard to tell who took them in a short time. Let's see when they come. I took the things home. I locked all the security doors first. I also locked the front door. Without accidents, I won't go out until I'm safe. If those things still come in the end, then I'll just resign to fate. I thought to myself. I put things away, I turn on the computer, and continue to browse online information. I will report the situation to my parents from time to time, to reassure them. Before I knew it, it was dawn. The sunlight shines through the curtain of the balcony. Because the curtains are not particularly thick. The room is dim. But it doesn't affect doing anything. I've decided. The curtains should stay like this, not to open them, and don't turn on the light. To avoid someone finding someone in my house. While I can see clearly. I first counted my supplies. I didn't know until I checked. I found a lot. If only for me. Not to mention 2 months. Even 3 months. First, in the refrigerator, the frozen meat rolls, meatballs, and other hot pot ingredients. Which filled 2 drawers. And at the bottom, there are ribs stewed by my mom. And chicken leg slices. I also found 2 pieces of frozen tofu. I decide the fresh keeping layer, vegetables, and the cabbage and tomatoes my mom bought before. Cucumbers, potatoes. There are also 2 bottles of sauce inside. The cabinets for rice and noodles are also full. Besides rice and noodles, there are also many dry goods, such as noodles, tofu skin, black fungus, red dates, and so on. Soak them, and cook them to eat. Besides these, I also found 2 big bags of snacks I bought. These alone are enough for me to eat for a week. I also found a box of wine under my dad's bed. I didn't expect this husband who is afraid of his wife still dares to break the rules. Now I've found out. After organizing my existing supplies, I have more confidence in my future life. After finishing all this, it's almost noon. I don't know whose house is cooking. The aroma drifted through the crack in the door to my nose. It smells so good. I've been busy all morning. I'm hungry. I came to the kitchen quietly. Because the glass was covered with anti-peep film, so that ordinary people can't see the scene inside. So I decided to cook during the day. At night, not to mention turning on the light, I won't even turn on the fire. Countless literary and film and television works tell me, if the end of the world comes, human hearts are often more terrifying than zombies. I'm taking precautions before they happen.